shot number 232. Randy Proctor, number 232, grabbing that hole shot. If you're hungry or thirsty at all during the day, we have a very large selection of some great food for sale. We have chicken sandwiches, we have sausage sandwiches, we have cheesesteaks, we have caramel corn, we have fresh lemonade, we've got cheeseburgers, we've got it all. So if you're hungry or thirsty, don't forget to stop by the Raceway Park concession stand. They are open, and they are ready, willing, and able to sell you almost anything they have. All right, vintage class action. Our leaders approaching the tabletop jump, and check them out. There they are. As you can see, the difference between these older bikes going much slower than the newer bikes and only getting a little air on some of these jumps. These older motorcycles are a lot of fun. I know I used to ride on some of these motorcycles myself. Remember a friend of mine's old TM 125 Suzuki. And our leader is number 232, that is Randy Proctor. Second place rider, number 34, Sadie. That is Bob Fishbone. Some various flags out there on the track. We have a yellow flag. That means if a rider is down in a section, what that yellow flag means is riders holding position, waiting to get down to the section where the downed rider is, and then that definitely continues the battle out there. You see a black flag being thrown. That means a rider does not have his goggles on, and a rider must stop and put his goggles back on in order to finish the race. Goggles are a state law that you must have in the state of New Jersey. All competitors in the event must have goggles on. Once again, that is a New Jersey state law, and we do have to enforce that. And it looks like this is our leader, number 78. This is Timmy Warshak. And that looks like an old CR 125. It looks like the M model, I think, with the red tank. Second place rider getting black flag. He's got to put his goggles on. Now inheriting second is number 72. Lots of position changes in this photo. laps are what the vintage class riders will be running today. 4 laps for the vintage class. Alright, this is our leader, number 78 on this Honda. He is going to get the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Timmy Warshuk, number 78. In second place, number 72. This is Mark. Number 34, that is Bob Freshman. In fourth, down to the buzz on number 34 is number 127, and that is Ryan Erding. Erding now moving into third, a good battle for third, and it looks like Erding might have it. Having Christmas back in the fourth. In fifth, that is Tommy Green. I believe on number 436 is Tommy Salandra. Senior expert class.
You want to move up a little bit?
Yeah, why not?
Once again, we'd like to welcome everybody to Race Brake Park for the Kawasaki Racer Champions, sponsored by the Kawasaki Motor Company and the participating Kawasaki dealers. Let's see who grabs that whole shot of this photo.
How'd that feel, man? So, Ron, how'd that one feel, Ron? The Play-Doh motocross rider.
Wasn't that fun?
Take your helmet off.
I'm trying.
The Play-Doh the motocross rider. The vintage bike.
out there were getting first place wide open. Back in the days of course, Mark Blackwell in the earlier part of 1970s rather, but so many riders. Tony D just pulled up here. Tony Stefano, 3-time 50 national champion, certainly the top rider of that period, and sort of founder of the motocross, I'd say, for many people to follow. Tony DeStefano, a fine competitor, and with us here today, Tony D Motocross Schools. We'll get a chance a little bit later to talk to Tony just about what's coming up here as far as schools are concerned. I know he has a school schedule here at Raceway Park, and of course, we can't forget for sure to mention the J. Irwin Beginner School of Motocross Schools, and that's coming up here, I believe, on November 4th. I believe J. Irwin has a school schedule here. So how to ride motocross. He's got some of the finest people here. J. Irwin Motocross school schedule. Rich Trevelyan's looking over to see who's in first there. Rich, what's it looking like?
Okay, first, before you go to that great gas, we need you to move your van. Great gas, we do need you to move your van. From that last photo, Mark Booker finished third, and Curious finishing fourth. From that last one was number 53, Ryan Price. But in this one, the vintage class, check out the dice between number 232. That is motorcycle of Randy Proctor, and number 34. photo, number 84, that is Chris Sudan.
Second? I'm zooming, I can't read him now. Sorry, Chuck. I couldn't see him. I got him now. He's in fourth.
Came out third.
Yeah. Looks like he's going about as slow as I was.
Okay, 18th photo of the day, senior amateur action. And it looks like our leader is number 86. Mike Angerman. Mike rode real well in the photo yesterday. Mike Angerman and Chris Sudan going out of Chris Sudan now, diving out in front.
Go, Chuck! No, you're old man. Senior class. We're all passing us. Watch what you say, he can hear you.
Now they run in the senior amateur final once the other riders ran 2 photos yesterday. We came up with an overall score with how they finished. And then they are running 1 photo. Lots of going-ons down in the pit area. If you get a chance, if you want to walk around a little bit, walk around the perimeter of the track. You can see all kinds of racing in different areas of the track.
1,
Along
2,
with that, we
3,
have many fine vendors that are with us
4,
today.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Fine selection of goodies.
9, 10, 11.
We have Gear Racewear here with us. John Ayers from Gear Racewear. Also, DJ Jones from Montgomeryville Cycle Center. Starline Products, the Monostock family, also with us. Power Mist Racing Fuel, Tow Rider Accessories, Motocross Connections, and Rat and Bag. Just a few of the many.
I'll tell you, I did find Barry Carson over there, rider number 34. He did a super rider, 250 V. 14! Expert to be. But he's got 2 photos to get ready for 125, I believe. I didn't want to interrupt his lunch break. Give him a chance to get a drink and freshen up. We're going to see him back out here on the track in fine form again. So we didn't get an interview this time, but he promised me one at the end of the day. I'm sure he's going to be up there somewhere the way he's riding today. I'll tell you what, the action is hot on the track as well. If you make your way over to the Kawasaki tent, the big green tent, you can't miss it. And I'll tell you, all the new bikes over there, the 1992, 80cc, 125, 250, and open class
Between themselves, the other rider, which is number 46, Anthony Watkins. Third spot looks like number 84, that is still Chris Sudan. rider, and that might be Brian White, number 3. Actually, or let me see, I've got another 13 on here. Could be Joey get tennis too. He can take the pick actually. This is a multiple choice question. So I have a couple of number 13s in this photo. Go! Trying to figure out which one it is. Once I find out, I will definitely let you find out. That is Mike Engerman. All right, 1 minute card is up. We have the 19th photo of the day on the line. And this is the senior expert photo. We have got number 49, Vic Kessler, the winner of the first photo. Number 343, Jerry Sykes, rider who finished the second in the photo. Let's see if these guys can battle it out once again.
Come on, Chuck!
This is a
come on! You got him.
Goes down. Let's see who picks up a whole shot in this one. And it looks like it's going to go to number 15 on the inside. Now on the outside, 49. Down in front, number 15 was Brian Austin. And Austin has the lead with Kessler, number 49 in second. I believe Jerry Sykes, number 343 in third. And George Zenke, I believe you've got the winner for that last photo down there.
Mike.
I want to turn it over to you, George.
Okay, thanks, Rich. Down here, we want to interview these senior riders. These are the guys that hold a full-time job and probably two full-time jobs, family men and whatever, get come out here and just have a heck of a good time. And it's always sweeter when you take a first, isn't it? That it is. So yesterday you finished 1-1, and then of course the one here today. You can't ask for any better effort than that. No, I'm real happy about that. Only a few races left. I gotta go to the senior expert. Looking forward to that too. And looking forward to waiting it down. Okay, 1992 Suzuki. Yeah. Fine piece of machinery. Rider number 64. Let's give him a round of applause. Rider number 64, Joey Lurch. Number 64 on the Yamaha with a 1-1-1 finish here at Raceway Park. Back up to you, Richie.
Okay, thank you very much, George and Joe. Nice try by George once again, but right now we are in the senior expert photo, and this is that class he was about to go into. Cycle Center, they've got all kinds of goodies for sale down there. Gear race wear, Starline about, Powerless Racing Fuel, Still Rider accessories, motocross connections, the front down there. Also, Last Pad, their other vendors that is here with us. They've got lots of specials going on. The race market session stand is still open, and they have all kinds of food down there. Everything from cheesesteaks to sausage sandwiches, cheeseburgers. Nice lemonade down there. They have fun up corner. So if you're hungry or thirsty at all today, please stop up.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Don't say that.
Thank you. What about us?
Sure. Hey.
How you
Hey,
doing?
Mom. What's your name? Huh?
women for supporting the vintage stuff. I was going to tabulate the points today, but I'm not sure what we're going to do with people that were not point members or what have you. So I'll be sent out in the next week or so. Next week it'll go out. You'll know how you finished overall. Okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to send out a newsletter asking which tracks you like better or worse, because collectively we're going to figure out what we're going to ride next week. So I'll send something out, whatever tracks you guys want to ride at, let me know, and we'll ride it wherever you want to. This track was pretty rough today. The last 2 times hasn't been that rough. This got pretty hammered because it was a 2-day event. Anyway, thanks again for coming, and I hope to see you next year. And if you have any questions, if you need to get my phone number, I have cards here I'll hand out to you.
How about the banquet?
Oh, the banquet, I sent something out. I don't know how many of you got it about. The tentative date is January 18th. Wally is helping out. We're trying to solicit some sponsors for the banquet, for trophies, for contingency stuff. So if you know anybody that might want to kick in a couple of bucks for trophies, or they want to throw some stuff in for the banquet, tell them to give me a holler.
Any idea where it's going to be held?
We're thinking about Newburgh. It's kind of central. District 34 has a banquet up there every year. It's going to be just a buffet. You pay for the buffet, and if you want drinks, you pay for that. They give us a room, and we just hand out the awards.
Same price.
Wives and girlfriends are welcome.
Wives and girlfriends at
Wives,
the same time.
girlfriends are welcome.
It's up to you.
Children are welcome.
Swing it.
Anyone who wants to come.
Big enough band.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
Ask anybody if they have any better restaurants.
If you have any better areas, we're open to suggestions. We just picked Newburgh. It's kind of central. If anyone else has another suggestion, let me know.
And try and tell the people who are not here today that we're trying to get Jimmy Weiner as a speaker. Cool. Okay? So, if we have this banquet, come.
Didn't you ride Huskies?
Hey, this is Bob Jones here. Bob sponsored the event today. So let's have a little plaque here for Bob for our appreciation. So Bob sponsored the events last year.
Thank you, Bob.
And if you need parts, call Bob. That's the whole point of having sponsors. He has Suzuki, Yamaha, Honda. You order the parts through him like you would anywhere else. That's the whole point of having sponsors. So,
what's the name of that shop again?
Montgomeryville Cycle. It's in Montgomeryville, PA. If you need stuff, that's the whole point of it. So he went out of his way to sponsor the event, so I'd like to kick it back. Okay. Vintage expert. 4th place was Pete Veneman.
Only 4 points.
Pete here. Okay.
Just keep taking those chips out.
Okay, 4th place was Bob Kuhansman, Bob Kuhansman. Okay. Sorry, Marty Baseman was 3rd. Marty here?
Welcome back.
2nd place was Tim Warshuk. Tim here. Okay, and first place was Bob Kunzman.
Hey! Got better, didn't it?
Okay, the amateur class, 3rd place was Ken Simpson.
Yeah.
2nd place was Rudy Morazano. Is Rudy here? This is Rudy's first vintage ride. He did great.
All right.
And 1st place, George Lucas. Okay, the novice class. 2nd place, Lance Fisher.
All right, Lance.
1st place was Alan Proctor.
Yeah,
All right, plus 30 amateur. Fourth place, Wally Tunison. Third place, Carlos Escudero. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Second place was David Hurley.
Next year.
First place was Brian Erdick. Okay, plus 30 experts, second place. George, help me out. Is George here? Who? George Prochazkat. George isn't here? Okay.
Simply be awarded.
Second place.